Hello everybody, this is Orgo Sinha on the other side of the mic. Today we'll be discussing about centralized policy deployment on our cWAN devices. So let's go right ahead. First, I'll be explaining what is a centralized policy and what happens when we deploy it and what are the uses or the features that it has. So centralized policy, what it helps us to do is from the internet, we have a provider and that provider has a list of all these devices, so we can make an action which does something like say block Facebook or create a policy or configure a SSL VPN tunnel, and then we can push it to all these devices at once or a group of these devices. Let's say if this is our server and these two are our branches, so we can just apply it on our branches and leave HQ, or we can apply it just on Delhi and Mumbai or both of them. So what we'll do now is we'll go ahead and get to the configuration. So this is our edge controller. In this edge controller, we have 4 devices. From these 4 devices, we'll be blocking some of the services in them. So let's get right ahead to actions. Excuse me. In actions, we'll be creating we'll be importing a template which has a set of rules. So we can go ahead and create. So I have these templates here which I have downloaded. So I can go ahead and import any of those. They are in YAML files. So I have chose to import this one. And as you can see, I can import about 20 of them at the same time. But for now, we'll be just using the firewall rule policy and import it. Once imported, we will go ahead and create an action for this policy. So let's say this one is our Facebook blocker and this one blocks Facebook. So we'll go ahead and select this create application aware firewall policy. And as you can see, it'll give us some options to filter traffic. We have packet header filtering where we can choose from interfaces or source application, destination application, source IP, DHCP bits, and so on and so forth. We also have protocol input. We can choose which protocol to choose or which protocol not to choose. And then we have TCP import, ICMP import, and we have a bunch of features here. For now, what we'll be using is deep packet inspection. In this, we'll select is, and we'll go ahead and select Facebook and hit create. Oh, we actually forgot to push in the chain. So as traffic will be reaching out to the servers to get data, so we'll be blocking it before it reaches out. So that will be the forward chain. We'll select forward here and we'll select to check the head of the packets. And then in here in targets, we'll select what action to apply on them. So we'll drop the packets and it will be applied to all routed and bridged connection. We can also reject it with a message. So we'll go ahead and do ICMP admin prohibited and we'll hit create. We'll actually create another one to make things more interesting, and this will be to block Amazon. So AMAZON blocker, suggesting me already. And blocks Amazon in descriptions. We'll select template as create application aware firewall rule. And we have the same information to provide. We'll go ahead and put in cWAN forward and then press head here. In targets, we'll press in drop. And then in deep packet inspection, this is where we filter our main traffic. So this blocks Amazon. So what we'll do is we'll press A for Amazon and click on these Amazon services. And then we'll hit create. So now we have 2 of these rules and we can choose where to apply them So to apply them, we'll have to create a policy, and in policy we can press create policy, and in name we'll do application blocker. Blocks chosen. I think I got the spelling wrong there. So we'll go ahead and select the ones that we created. So let's say if I want to apply both of them, I can select both of them here, or if I want to apply just one of them, I can select one of them here. So for now, let's just go ahead and apply both of them. We'll hit create. And now to deploy them, we can press on this tick button which says apply when you hover over it. So we'll apply on it. And then here we can go ahead and choose either all the devices that we have, or we can choose multiple devices. For now, let's choose Mumbai, Delhi, and Bangalore to block both of them. And then later on, we'll just block Amazon on HQ. So let's go ahead and apply it. We can even, if we have groups, we can even select groups. So we'll click on apply. Now it has gotten applied. So we'll go ahead and edit it. We'll move out Facebook from here. And as I told you, we'll go ahead and block Amazon for HQ. Oops. So we'll do that again. Select HQ here, blocking Amazon, and apply. So now to check these, we can actually go ahead and go to jobs. And as you can see, all the policies were deployed except one, I guess. There was some issue with the device. This is actually auto policy. I'm sorry about that. This is on-demand node policy. So we'll go on node, and as you can see, all of them has succeeded. 3 nodes. First, I have flashed it on 3 nodes, and the second time I have flashed it on 1 node. So these 2 have completed. This is also a place where you can check if the result was successful or not, and we can refresh it from here too. Then once we are done with this, we'll go ahead and check on the different devices and see if the rule was applied. As you saw before, I have applied it on the firewall and I have applied it on the forward chain. So as you can see, it's blocking Amazon. We are in Tenet HQ where I only blocked Amazon. So here is the result where the policy has been deployed. And now if we go to the branch side and go to firewall, and in firewall we go to forward chain, we'll see that we have 2 of these, one which blocks Facebook and Amazon, as we have put both of the actions in that policy. I'll just show it to you once again so everything is clear. So as you see, we have created 2 actions, and then we have used policy to deploy them. And in this policy, we can go ahead and select these 2 options, which we have done in these sites. So if we go to firewall in our Tenet Bangalore site, you'll see that if we go to forward chain, there are 2 policies that blocks them. And same for the last site. If we go under firewalls and switch over to forward rule, you'll see that we'll have 2 policies. So that is the way we can flash different configurations and devices, as in configurations to devices and policies as well. Like if you see here in actions, there's a bunch of policies to actions to choose from, like DNS configuration, SSL VPN configuration, gateway configuration, and so on and so forth. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks for checking out this tutorial. Have a great day. Bye.